Yeah, man. Look, listen. It's a soft open, and I want to, ladies. I told y'all last season, it was about y'all. I want to get the lady hustlers on here. I want to get y'all, to come sit down with the boy. But I got something. I'm all about bringing everybody together, and I want to put this out in the world, ladies. Us men, we need a 2-week notice if you're gonna dump us, okay? Because it's not fair that when y'all dump us, y'all already in pocket with somebody else, and we left out here, just with nothing. And the first 3 months of the breakup is turmoil for us, but you out cutting up, you with him now, and we left heartbroken. So as men, I feel like we need a 2-week notice, because y'all know how y'all do. Y'all already out the door before you out the door. Let us get a 2-week notice, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out there, fellas. I got y'all. We got a real one, with a platform now. So, we had to do this. But listen, man, it's season 2, okay? And I'm excited. Y'all motherfuckers thought I wasn't going to be back for season 2. We did season 1, and I want to thank all the supporters. You understand what I'm saying? From Instagram to YouTube, TikTok, I don't know what the hell going on. The big dog done hollered at y'all. He done appealed on my name. Still nothing. You know what I mean? I don't really know what's going on. But I just really, really want to thank the supporters. It was a hell of a season 1. I was getting better as every episode went on, and all I want to do is get better this season. So, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank everybody who's ever liked, subscribed, shared, followed. I want to thank the haters. I love y'all. The negative comments, because I need y'all, man. Y'all my marketing team too. Your bum ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, that way. You know what I'm saying? But you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? All right, let's do this shit. Welcome back to the I-70 podcast. It is your boy, John Little, a.k.a. John, a.k.a. Poola brother. You understand what I'm saying? We in the building. I have a very, very special guest. Like I said before, ladies, I wanted to get the female hustlers on. You understand what I'm saying? I wanted to get the women who out here making moves, making it happen. And damn it, I feel like I got one. You know what I'm saying? Because furthermore, all y'all done seen her page. You understand what I'm saying? Because she asked me how I find her. Everybody, my big brother follow her, by the way.
Oh, okay.
My big brother do real estate. He follow you. So, you always see her page, but I never really got to put the face to the page. Hell, I didn't know who was running the page. You know what I mean? Until I really started doing my little research, and I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited to introduce my guest. She is the owner, founder, of KC Black Owned. Dr. Chelsey in the building, man. Dr. Chelsey in the building. Dr. Chelsey in the building. Doctor, don't leave out the doctor. Because when I was reading the article, I said, damn. Doctor. First and foremost, I always ask my guests, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Mentally?
I almost got blown away. It's so windy outside.
I don't know what the hell going on, because it's a beautiful, beautiful weekend here in KC, but the wind was, it was scaring me at work a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we're under a wind advisory, but I made it through from I-70.
Yeah, from I-70. You heard her. I'm being rude, excuse me. From I-70, you heard her. You heard her. So listen. Like I said before, everybody is seeing the page. And if you ain't followed KC Black On, go do that immediately. If you are an entrepreneur, you have a business, you want to get some light shined on your company.
That's right.
There's nobody better to do it. I'm going to say it. It's coming out my mouth. There's nobody better to do it in the city.
That's right.
Than KC Black On. I don't care. Holla at her immediately, expeditiously. Get your business. And if you serious about it, man, marketing is everything. Would you agree?
I would agree. Wholeheartedly.
You have to market, man. If you're not marketing your business, man, you running in quicksand. You know what I mean? But let's get into her backstory, because I'm intrigued. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, where are you from?
I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. I am a Southern belle. So if you need fried chicken, candy yams, sweet tea, Lord have mercy. Come over.
I just got back from Dallas, y'all, and these Southern women, bro.
Yeah, we're different. I realized that. Southern
women, man, listen, I want to go back immediately. So North Carolina, Charlotte, what's that zip code?
28269.
I almost fucked up. I don't mean no disrespect.
704 Charlotte. Is the area code.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, cool. I ain't mean it, y'all. I didn't mean it. I don't mean respect, shout out to everybody over there.
Right.
Now, how did you make your way to Kansas City?
Yes, my husband.
Shout out to husband.
I know.
Shout out to you, man.
Boo.
Love you, boy.
His job brought him out here.
Okay.
And so at the time I was a teacher, And so let's just get into it. Okay,
go ahead.
So who's the girl behind Casey Black Owned, right? So I'm Dr. Chelsey. My doctorate actually is in curriculum and instruction.
Okay.
So I was a teacher.
Okay.
I like to describe myself as like this educator who just turned into a serious, grinding, all about my money entrepreneur.
And how did you, like, what took you from, like, you started out as an educator. What grade did you teach?
7th grade at the time.
Middle school?
Oh, I love middle school. Woo! So I was teaching reading. So teaching kids like how to fall in love with books. Like it's just amazing. I like 7th grade.
I wish you would have had me as a student just for the simple fact. I love audiobooks because reading like physical books, I skim a lot.
Yeah.
So like I jump lines and then I got to read the line again and it's just a mess. Like it take me forever to read a physical book.
Yeah.
So I love audiobooks. But so now what event made you go, you know what? Got my doctorate. I'm a teacher, but I want to get to this money. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want that freedom. What moment did that?
When I got laid off.
Okay,
education.
talk about it.
Yeah. So I got laid off and I remember I was just like really upset, really like I was a newlywed too. So those of you preparing to get married, live off one income because you never know what'll happen. So I got laid off and I was not completely finished with my doctorate, but I was like, okay, well, I'll just take more classes. And then everything kind of like with George Floyd was going on. And I decided, you know, with my husband, like we need to go out and support, like we're here in this new city. Let's go out and support and join, you know, what everyone else is doing. And so we couldn't find anything.
Okay.
Now, if you go to Google now, you'll find everything.
Right.
But then in July of 2020, that wasn't the case. So it got real late. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to just start a page for millennials. I really was thinking about people my age.
Right.
We like things fun, fast, and easy, right?
90s baby?
Yes, 91.
I'll just make it show. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you're going to start it right now? You're like, you don't want to do it in the morning? I'm like, mm-mm. Like, let's just do it now. So even prior to that, I had been taking marketing and some social media courses because my husband owned a vending machine company. Okay. So I was helping market his business.
I'm gonna have to holler at him about that, man, because that vending machine, I wish I would have got into it.
Yeah.
I remember when that wave first started and, you know, I got a friend of mine, he got his own vending machine company. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him, man. That's whoo.
Yeah.
That's a hustle.
So, yeah, just trying to like fill the space in that area. So combining, you know, the information I already had gathered with let's go ahead and start this page for millennials, it just kind of like made sense and it was very easy for me. I think a transferable skill that I have had since being a teacher, like I can just kind of move and groove. Teachers, You want us to be office assistant? All right, cool. You need us to clean? We can do it all because that's what we had to do in our classrooms. And so I started the page and got a lot of backlash. I was so scared, like
because you started it in the middle of the George Floyd,
the middle of everything. So everybody was just very intense. And then, you know, people knew I wasn't from here. I got a lot of horrible emails, horrible DMs. And so it's not like that now. People are very open to what we're doing here in the city. And I'm very appreciative of that. But yeah, his job is what brought me out here. And it's crazy like how things just kind of work together. I was settled in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I love it here and I don't want to go back to North Carolina.
And see, now I'm from St. Louis, so I'm not from here either.
Question. Is the Chinese food really that good?
Yes. And I'm glad you asked me this. This is so important.
Okay.
Because KC, y'all have y'all barbecue. That's the big deal. Mm-hmm. St. Louis, we have our Chinese food. Okay. Now, I've had people from KC go to St. Louis and say, man, that shit ain't all that good. The Chinese food, you have to go into the hood to get the best Chinese food. If you go into the safe areas, that's not it.
Oh.
So the unfortunate part about our Chinese, every area of the city, I'm from the north side of St. Louis, every hood, every side swears by their Chinese spot.
Oh, okay.
So each hood got a Chinese store that like ours, I'm from Walnut Park, ours is John's, ironically. Chinese dude named John, boy, shout out to you because you know you've been serving my community for 30 years. You know, he know my family, he know our order. But so you have to go into, unfortunately, some of the most volatile areas to get the best Chinese food. But yes, it is the bomb. We like to say we make Chinese food better than people over in China. No disrespect to y'all. I don't think y'all really, you know, because it's just, have you had it?
No, but I'm going like in the next few months.
Okay. So I'll say if you was to go to one that borders you going with your husband?
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll be good. Because nothing bad happens at the... I'm not going to say nothing bad happens, but like that's our spot. Like that's where people go to get our food and there's no games being played.
Oh, yeah.
We calling in our orders.
Oh, yeah.
That's a staple. So ain't no game. That's like seeing a fight at Joe's or something like that or at Gates. Has it been? I'm sure it's been some... Shout out Gates. I'm sure there's been some rumbles at Gates, but they manage their line real good up in Gates, you know?
Okay.
They yell, may I help you? Like, mama, I ain't even picked out what I want yet.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'm coming. Mm-hmm. But yes, it is that good. Man, thank you for asking me that. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody ever asked me that. You know, I get a lot of backlash because barbecue. I ain't never been to a bad barbecue a day in my life. KC, I know y'all love y'all barbecue. Y'all famous for it. I've never been to a bad barbecue. Mm-hmm. I think everybody daddy and granddaddy could barbecue, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel. So, okay. So you get here, you get the immediate backlash. Is the backlash only from outside of the culture, or did you get something from within as well?
Both.
Ooh. Now, from inside the culture, what was that? That was the whole, she not even from here?
She's not from here.
Talk about it now.
She ain't from here. Who is she?
Uh-huh.
We already got this down pack.
Uh-huh.
It's other people out here doing that already. So
looked at their page, they wasn't having no type of, I'll say that part because we ain't even gonna do that. I ain't gonna put her in the bind. You know what? We ain't even gonna get on that because that's not what this about. Because you lucky she being, a woman about it. Because I wish she would have let me be petty and told me who it was because I'd have shouted you out and let you know about yourself. But we ain't gonna do that, man.
We 3 years in, and you can. We, might share the same space, but it's about what value do you bring to these Black entrepreneurs in Kansas City. And I think KC Black Owned, we are doing a sufficient job with that. And we make sure that we support and we really can advocate for Black entrepreneurs.
And it can be more than one, man. I don't know what it is about our culture where we feel like it can't be, we all can do it. Like, you can't hog the space. Like, just get on your hustle. Like, and don't be mad at me if I'm in the space with you and because, I know I'm getting hate out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing all the KC folks. You know what I'm saying?
Big dogs,
man,
too.
Listen, I'm coming. You better, if you hate me, keep on hating because I'm just getting going. About to be rookie of the year up in this bitch. Ain't that right, big dog? He ain't going to say nothing, but you know what I mean? Rookie of the year, I'm coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. And furthermore, like, I'm going to say this. For all the people that I meet from out of town, all of us are, like, really, really on our grind. And I won't really speak to that. All the people I meet who are not from Kansas City, bro, we up here really trying to get to it. I don't have no family up here. I got my brother, but he play pro ball, so he in and out of the city. Mm-hmm. I don't have no family up here. All the people I meet from out of town, we all got the same hustle. It's like a different type of... And it's infectious. And I love talking to people who are not from KC because like that energy, you just feel it because it's like, oh yeah, you trying to get to it just like me.
Yeah, it's very audacious. Like, it's like, oh, okay. But I think that's what makes Kansas City such a great place is that it's this incubator, this ecosystem where like opportunities are just endless here. And I think that's why, we have these, from a city perspective, we have these builders from out of the city coming here to purchase land and build something here because KC is like on the map.
Oh, it's hot.
So yeah.
Oh, KC hot right now.
Hot.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad I moved out here. I'm gonna say let's just say 5 years ago.
Okay.
But man, I love it, and I echo that same sentiment where I'm 3 hours and a half, up the road. I can go back home if I wanted to. I choose not to. You know what I mean? I love it here in KC, and I like being from out of town and living here. I love that people hear my accent and go, "Oh, you're not from here?" No.
Yeah.
I love that. The girls will be like, "You ain't from here, huh?" No, ma'am.
Right.
I am not. You know what I mean? But proud to be here. Okay, now I want to ask you about the importance of Black-owned businesses and just that because it's important. And if you're not within the culture, it's not that you don't understand because I'm sure you do. But like we feel why it's so important for us to have Black-owned businesses. So from your perspective, why is it important to highlight Black-owned businesses?
Well, there's just so many benefits, right? Like, so, when I was first starting out, and even now I have some journalists that'll ask like, oh, so, this is a part of the movement and, you're really making strides in the movement. No. It's a lifestyle change.
There you go.
So we already kind of in the culture, we have our stylist, our manicurist, where we get our hair cut. But venturing out to now, let's get some Black-owned candles, toilet paper, diapers. We are, the people in the culture, we are taking over different areas of the market, and it's becoming very visible, right? Like, so visibility is one of the words that we use often in KC Black-owned, because what we're doing is bringing that visibility and awareness to here's how you can make a lifestyle change.
Yep.
And in addition to that, it has benefits, right? Like it closes the racial wealth gap.
Yep.
It builds the economy.
Yep.
It enables people to have even just generational wealth for their family, because
talk about it.
I know that sometimes with our counterparts, they can have an angel investor. They can ask their family. For us, it's like, nah, my mom was like, I know you lying. You got your PhD and you about to start a business? Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But I feel like our family, there was security in our 9-to-5 jobs. I'm out here just grinding and going along with God, like this gotta work, right? So I think the benefits are endless, and that's why from the pandemic, people are now making that shift and that change, because I was reading an article, and that's kind of like one of the transferable skills of having a doctorate. You always are interested in data and numbers because they talk so loud. The Black dollar has to move twice as fast as the white dollar in order for us to even catch up.
Yep.
Like, not even to get there and stay there. Like, we have to work twice as hard. And that's what we've done even from jump. So what I really strive to do is just provide those ways for Black-owned businesses as well as consumers, as how I call, people who support, to really advocate and tell someone about it, right? So, we can tell about a Black-owned wine and replace that at a gathering, right? And so that's something that anybody can do. And so that's just, it's endless, but...
And see,
that's just kind of where we get started.
History was my favorite subject in school.
Ooh.
That was the one subject where I was getting A's in history, just because to this day I love history. I will read anything, I will watch anything. If I see anything and say based on a true story, I'm watching it. I love documentaries and things of that nature. And what got me into my love of history was my love for the civil rights movement when I was a kid. I'll never forget, I think I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade. And I'll never forget the first time I cracked open that book. And I was like, damn. And, I didn't know I was going to fall in love with history, but I did. And through history, history repeats itself. And you can learn a lot from history. And I know that there was a particular time in Black history where we owned our own things because we was forced to. Places like Black Wall Street, Harlem Renaissance, these things, there were, it's another one, Greenwood.
Yes.
So we had those areas where we had Black-owned restaurants, hospitals, laundromats, and it was Black-owned. And, if you're not a history buff, you won't understand, but the powers that be of those communities came and dismantled that. And I have my own thoughts, and we won't really get into that about, desegregation and what that did to Black ownership. But once again, that's a topic for a different day. But I think it's important for Black folks to own, because I'm from the ghetto, and I know when I walk through my hood, ain't nothing really Black owned. You understand what I'm saying? And these companies and businesses will patronize us.
That's right.
They'll let us come in, spend the dollar, because Black folks, we got spending power, a lot of it. You understand? I don't know the true numbers, but we got a lot of it. You understand? And we don't buy with each other as much as other communities do, which is why KC Black-owned is such a beautiful thing, because other communities have been doing this. Even here in KC, you find those pockets of the city where they got, their community in pocket, and it's restaurants and laundromat and everything that I just named, and they spending with each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just want my people to be like that.
That's right.
I want to come through the hood and see, oh yeah, this whole block Black-owned. Real estate. I'm into real estate. Still trying to get my little motion. I did one wholesale deal. I'm proud of myself. But the real estate game, I come from a community where I remember my neighborhood houses was going for $5,000, $2,000, and my people didn't have the funds to go get these houses. Outsiders came in and bought all the shit when it was cheap. That's so even with gentrification. I like it, but I just want my people to be able to get a piece of that pie.
That's
Ain't nothing wrong with gentrification. Let my grandma been living here 30 years. She should be able to get some of this money. Mm-hmm. Y'all wasn't investing into the community until the property value went all the way down. Then you came in and started investing in the community. Y'all wasn't y'all took the YMCAs away and all of that. But, so that's why I feel like KC, no matter how you feel about KC Black Owned, it is a beautiful thing because we got to look out for each other because other communities are doing it and been doing it since they got over here. Mm-hmm. We are behind in that. And I'm a black man. I'm not ashamed to say we are behind in that regard. But we on our way. I love you see all these, even with the entertainers, and there's people on a smaller scale, but you see all these entertainers getting these black liquors and they got their own alcohol and all this type of stuff. Now we get into those different spaces. We don't have to be basketball players and
that's right.
Entertainers, we can go have a business of our own. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's a beautiful thing. So, all the people who got something negative to say about KC Black Owned, man, stop that, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And if you're not down with that, then that just means you don't truly understand what this woman and all her supporters and her team are trying to accomplish. Right. You're not familiar. You think it's something that it's not. When at the core, it is a thing that is needed. So, I want to thank you for what you're doing. That is, it's a beautiful thing. And shout out to all the other people in that space in here in KC. Shout out to you, man.
That's right.
To the men, to the women who doing what this queen is doing. Keep doing what you're doing because together, bro, we could get somewhere. And we can start capitalizing on our own shit. You know what I mean?
Period.
So, my bad, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I get a little preachy. I was a junior deacon when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So I got that power. Shout out Pastor Griffin, man. I love you, man.
A junior deacon.
I was a junior deacon. Yes, ma'am. I was a junior deacon. Yes. You know what I mean? That's how I really saw what was going on in the church, man. The churches. Pastor, boy. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. You and the first lady. Okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about the membership.
Yeah.
And why if you're an entrepreneur, why you should join KC Black Owned.
Yeah. So we have a membership model. That's what helps sustain KC Black Owned so we can keep doing great things in the city. One thing that we really strive ourselves on is providing. I'm sorry. I'm watching you chew that ice.
I'm sorry. It's done. I'm sorry. Look, I tried to turn away too. I'm like, damn. I'm sorry. Too much ice.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
The importance
of why should you join KC Black Owned? Yeah. So we have partnerships with different companies in the city. Okay. We're connected with the city, KC Biz Care, Visit KC, Made in KC. Like we just have connected with these higher level organizations to help provide more access and visibility to our businesses. And so the different membership packages allow you to have different opportunities for access. Okay. So these memberships equal access. Okay. Right? So we have various opportunities around the city. We have a partnership with KCTV5 where if you are a member in connection with our partners, Black Excellence KC, because I'm a board member there.
Shout out to y'all.
Woo, Craig. And so
Craig, come holler at your boy, man. Come mess with me, man. Craig, you know what I mean? Come holler at me.
So we have a connection with KCTV5. You come on the live show for Representation Matters. You tell them what your business is, why it matters, what can the people in the community do. So really trying to rally in community support. What we are really adamant about is visibility, right? Yep. Improving the digital footprint. Because post-COVID, people are now looking online before they'll go into a store. They're looking at reviews before they'll go try something. They want to see how you ate it, and then they'll go and try it, which is, it's weird how we think this way now post-COVID, but it's what's working. Okay. So marketing, advertising, heavy on social media, but now we're kind of switching to, we have a lot of people that come to us that are like, well, I don't have a business license. I don't know where to start. So now we're kind of showing them the different connections they can have within the city, KC SourceLink, KC BizCare, to get that license, get acclimated, and then we can start getting you out into the city, get you in front of some people at our vendor events, which are specially curated. We don't just pop up just because. We pop up with a reason, right? But the memberships offer different levels of access.
And what's the membership?
So we have premium, and then we have all access. Okay. All access, it sound like what it say. Right. You don't pay membership. You don't pay vendor fees. Okay. You have access. Mm-hmm.
That sounds
good.
So
anytime we have an event, your table is free.
Oh, wow.
And guess how much it is a month?
Talk to me. You want me to guess? I know, because I don't want. No. You tell me.
No, it's okay. It's $120 every 2 months.
Are you really a business owner?
Then we have our second package, which is the premium. So you'll pay 50% off the vendor table. You have access to advertising on our website because our website reaches 150K. Like, we're connected with some different partners that have helped us with our SEO so that we're the top search on Google. And that's $25 a month.
Okay. So it's affordable.
It's affordable, yeah.
Very.
Right, because, I read research, right? Like, so Black-owned businesses, Black entrepreneurs, we struggle finding access to capital, access to funding. So I'm not going to charge or overcharge that's not
because you could if you wanted to.
I could if I wanted to, but I don't.
There you go. Because it's bigger. It's
bigger than that.
Yeah.
My goal, my want in all of this is for Black business owners, Black entrepreneurs to grow. Like, it brings me to tears. Like, one guy I was working with, his name is Adrian, Smoky by Nature. Shout out to him. He has the best barbecue sauce ever and is vegan.
Is KC?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to see, man. This is why
he's even in Olathe. So
and you ain't.
I helped him get into several Hy-Vee stores, Sunfresh, and he's in some other places. And so, like, seeing them kind of, it brings me back to being a teacher because it's like you've helped this student learn how to read. Now they can read. So help this business owner learn how to,
shout out my teachers.
Market themselves. We might have to alter their social media. I do social media audits just because people look at your website and your digital footprint first before they might even want to buy from you.
Right.
Like, what do your pictures look like? Okay, your pictures aren't that good. All right, cool. Let me connect you with this photographer. Shout out to Kenny.
Kenny shot that?
No, Kenny Ellison, 3 Shots Photography.
Shout out to you, man. I ain't mean to do, it's just multiple Kennys, my boy.
All right. So we have, that's not the only photographer. We have Kiana from Copper Key Studios. Like, we just have different people that we connect with that are all Black entrepreneurs as well. So the goal is to connect people together. But even with our events, right? So I had my business coach. He challenges me a lot. So for every event that people come to, consumers, I like for them to walk away with something. Yeah, you'll purchase something, but let's walk away with learning about why this person got started with, this journal, why this person is now making body butters, why this person decided to quit their 9-to-5, their corporate job to now make pizza. Right. So I want consumers to kind of know that story because in the small business community, stories and storytelling is what really drives. So if I sell fried chicken legs, you're like, dang, Chelsey is a cool person. And I love her story about why she got started. You may not eat it. You might be a vegan, but you're supporting because you resonate with that story. And so that is, I know you asked me about the membership, but I wanted to give you a full circle answer.
No, I appreciate it.
Because the memberships provide you with access. Yeah.
Now, okay. And let's talk about the directory. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I was in the resource room, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure I was saying that right. Speak to that. And because I think that was dope. I was looking at it today. That's dope. So, like, how does one get on to that? Does that come with the membership?
Yeah. So, if you're a Black entrepreneur and you have a business license, that's current. So, 2022, 2023, because I know we're kind of in the middle. You can list your business. So, you might say, I don't need a membership. Right. And that's okay. You don't have to have a membership. You can directly list your business for just $50 flat, and it's up there for a year. But if you want to be a member, you want to be a part of our events, you want to kind of have that access to social media audits, advertising on our website, connecting with our other community partners, then you will have to be a member. Okay. But otherwise, you can just list on the website or, directory listing. Yeah. But we just try to make it easy. Our traffic, people are mostly looking at the food page and clothing.
I love the food page.
Yeah.
My God.
And I have something special that I want to talk about as it relates to the food page.
Go ahead. You got time?
Oh, yeah.
This for you. Go ahead. Do your thing.
So these are my keys right here. This is, let's see. I'm not a hand model, but yeah. So this is our Kickstart KCBO keychain. This is the first one. I should have brought you one. I'm sorry. I'll get you one.
No, it's all good.
PR package. So this keychain is going to challenge our consumers, right? Okay. So we have our opportunities for Black entrepreneurs to grow and be better entrepreneurs. But let's challenge the consumers to be better consumers.
Heard that.
With purchasing, supporting, advocating for Black-owned businesses. And so we have over 10 businesses right now that have signed up. I know more are coming. And so with this keychain, let's say John goes to Ruby Jean. Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Ruby
He orders the Soul Food Bowl, which is real good.
I ain't never tried that.
Oh, yeah. You need to go.
I'm going to try it.
He uses his keychain at checkout, and he gets 20% off his meal.
Okay.
So then the person behind him is like, well, hey, how you get that keychain? Oh,
yeah.
You got to go to kcblackon.org, or you can purchase them from the Black Pantry. And I'm working on some more stores to get it into. But it's a cute, chic keychain. Manly chic. I mean, however you want to describe it. It's
Men, let's get one too.
It's valid for a year.
On your belt when you're at work.
It's valid for a year. And what this is going to do is be that catalyst change to close the racial wealth gap here in KC. Now, will we accomplish this by next year? No. But this is a start. So, right? So we're just going to start the domino effect. And this is what that is going to be for. This right here is if someone stops breathing, my CPR patch.
Oh, use your CPA. I said CPR.
CPR certified? Yeah. I wanted to be a nurse, but I couldn't pass my sciences.
No. Yeah. That's how I feel like with math. Like, I was in college. I'm a college dropout. I could not get past college algebra, bro. I don't know what it was, bro. Like, it was just something with... I wasn't trying to be no mathematician or nothing like that, but...
Right.
It was something with college algebra that the boy just couldn't get with. You know what I mean? It was something about it. Okay, now, for anybody, but, you know, I told y'all season 2 for the female hustlers and for the female bosses out there. If it's a young queen out there who wants to do what you do, what advice would you give her as far as if she want to start a business that's similar to KC Black-owned? She want to start.
Yeah. Oh, okay. First, she needs to get a book to write all her ideas down on. Being an entrepreneur, like, you know, when I was a teacher, I would be working, 7 to 3? Don't think about it. Being an entrepreneur is 24 hours a day, 80 million days a week. Like, it's nonstop. I'm waking up in the middle of the night like, oh, my God, I forgot to email so-and-so. Oh, my God, I got to make sure that the shirts are, you know. So just be ready for that. Have something that you can write your information down, but also be ready to grow, right? Like, growth happens when you're uncomfortable. I have been uncomfortable the entire 3 years of this entrepreneurship journey because my PhD is in curriculum and instruction, right? So that means I am just an educator, nothing about business. So I'm learning as I go. And so you really want to make sure that you have that information and even that grit. I'm about to say grit to like fall down, but then get your butt up
because it's gonna happen.
On moving. Yeah. Be approachable. Yeah. Right. You're gonna meet some people that don't think like you, don't have the same viewpoints, that will challenge what you do. So you need to be ready, and then know your data. I would say just know your data because data speaks for itself. So, even if you don't want to do what I do, you want to just start your own clothing line. You want to start, look at what your people you share the market with, look at what they're doing and how you can be better, right? How are you going to put yourself at the top to do even better, be even greater than what they're doing? And try to make your business like serve the community. Have some people that really like rally behind you. Yeah. Because that's what's going to help you through. Like, you're going to need that support for sure. And it does not have to come from your family. My family in the beginning was like, what are you doing? You just got your PhD. Oh, well, I'm changing.
Friends either.
Yeah. That's not your target audience.
And let me tell you, I want to piggyback on that because I think that is so important because you'll jump out on faith and you want that support and you think you're going to get that support from your friends and family. And let me be the first to tell you, I won't say they're gonna be the last one to support, but that support you really gonna get is from the people you do not know. Yeah. The people you grow relationships with. Yes. Your friends, your family, they gonna do the bare minimum. Please believe me.
Yes, yes.
Because it took me a while to accept that fact. And early in my life, I'm 28, it stopped me from doing a lot in life because I'm like, man, my friends ain't gonna support me, man. And I was right. Mm-hmm. But that goes back to what you said earlier, being uncomfortable. I just jumped into shout out my dog, because I love to tell that story. I did not have it in my goals to have a podcast. I came in here to do a podcast for some hosts. And the moment the interview was over, this gentleman to my left came right in and said, hey, yo, you want a podcast? That is the God honest truth. I did not know I was going to do a podcast. And I just went with it. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, damn, Nat, I'm finna do this shit. Like, yeah. Because I got my own, because I love real estate. You know what I mean? That's truly what I want to do. But this podcast space is, and I don't want to come off, I'm a very humble individual, but I can do this podcast shit. You understand what I'm saying? I can talk. Mm-hmm. If it's one thing John can do, I can talk. I can make you laugh, and I can talk. I can hold a conversation with just about anybody. Yeah. It goes back to the point you made about being approachable. You need to be approachable. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I come from the same communities that a lot of us come from. Mm-hmm. You must be approachable. You don't have to change who you are, but you're in a business space, and we gotta be professional. You can't be in, like, to my fellas, you can't be in this motherfucker with your pants on, hanging on your ass. No disrespect to you, because this space is lanes to still get money, but remember how you're going to be viewed. And if you're okay with that, go on head on, but just be knowledgeable of what space you're stepping into, because this podcast shit, I watch everybody podcast. Everybody podcast. And I'm not saying I'm competing with y'all, but I'm a student of the game. Okay. You understand me? Mm-hmm. And I want to see what I do better than you. I want to see what you do better than me, because the moment I see what you do better than me, I'm going to go, all right, he or she do this better than me. If it's getting better host, being more professional, I talk really fast, so I'm trying to learn to slow it down a little bit, because a lot of stuff I say go over people's head because I'm talking so fast. But I watch everybody podcast, especially here in KC. If you got a podcast here in KC, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10 I'd watched at least an episode. All in that, I end that point just by saying, jump out there on faith and know that your support is going to come from the following that you build. Like I said, this queen to my right, her following, I told you, the first time I ever saw her page, my big brother follows her. He does real estate. DJ Johnson, he played basketball for K-State. He is in the real estate space. He always tall, dreads. Okay. So he followed her, and because he's big on buying black and real estate, and things that he always talking to the mayor, and he does city planning, as a matter of fact. Ah, okay, yeah. So he follows her page. So that was the first time I ever saw it. And I was like, damn, what is this? And then, of course, the food. But all in all, get out there, get in that space, understand the space, read the data in the space, and do that. You know what I mean? How we doing on time, big dog? You're good. You got about 15 minutes. Okay. So, and then now, talk to me about, because I always like to be transparent. Talk about the struggles of KC Black Owned.
We should have started with that in the beginning. Well, so
put it there. Editing is a motherfucker, ain't it?
I know, right? Struggles. Oh, John.
Whichever ones you want to put out there in the world. Mm-hmm. You could do the elephant in the room, or you could do the little small one. Whatever struggle that you want to tap into, because I want people to know that this shit ain't sweet.
Yeah, it's not sweet. It can be sweet. It can also be sour.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, I like that.
So I would say some challenges that we have faced. Really, it's just kind of like putting myself out there as the girl that's not from Kansas City, but is trying to make Kansas City a better place for everyone. That definitely was a struggle. But also, just for me internally, putting myself out there. Right. Sometimes I think I don't share enough of what my value is. So that was good feedback for me when you said, like, what is this? Because someone else might be feeling that way, and I need to make that verbiage known, or that statement, that overall theme. When you come to the Instagram page or the website, you need to know kind of what to do with it. And that's why I started, we have a ghostwriter, her name is Danny, and she has a degree in civil rights or civil justice or something like that. And so she helps us with our blog, because for her, she was like, it was tough for me to figure out where I fit in with this organization. And so I can appreciate feedback. But see, when I was a teacher, we have people coming in our room all the time telling us, you should have did this, you should have that. I'm very open to constructive criticism. So, but yeah, just challenges with that. And then also access to capital for me. Casey Black Owned is very unorthodox. We don't really meet the box for grants and other opportunities such as that, but we have great donors. Shout out to the donors.
And how can you donate?
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Not to cut your wisdom, but
no, it's okay. You can go to our website. We have a button, shop. Underneath shop, there's a huge yellow button that says donate. And so that helps us really to book these spaces so that we can have events. Even though I wish the spaces were Black owned, but they're not. It's okay. But that's why we have community partnerships, right? Like, so people that really stand behind our mission, our motto, and what we're doing, and they want to be a part of that wholeheartedly, not just to check a box. They want to be there.
There you go, talk heavy. And we ain't going to do that to you, but if you know, you know.
They want to be there. They want to be a part. So, and people, everyone has just been so good. I can't even name everyone, but that's really it.
Okay.
The funding is definitely heavy, and I think that's why my team is so small. You know, it's just me.
I heard that.
And so, you know, people that have helped us have kind of done like a little pro bono situation, and I'm just, you know, waiting on the day that I can repay them. But that's kind of what we have.
We're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
And then about the community that in the 3 years of KC Black Owned, the community, speak to the community that has been built because of Black Owned. Like, because you talked about just the events and then these people who are at every event. Like, just talk about the community and bringing businesses and entrepreneurs together with KC Black Owned.
Yeah. So, going back to what I said about when we first started, I was just thinking about millennials.
Okay.
You know, right? Like, I'll be 32 in June. Whew. That's a big number.
We in our prime. Damn that.
I know.
We in our prime, damn it.
I'll be 32. And so I was thinking about people, you know, 18, 35. And so looking at our data, again, we have people that are 60 plus, 50 plus. Like, so there are a wide variety of ages that connect with us. And so, the community really has advocated for us. I've had people mention my name in rooms or KC Black Owned in rooms that I wouldn't even imagine I would be in. And I'm very, very grateful for that. It almost makes me like just so emotional, but,
I'm a crier too.
Well, you know, you start something because you're really passionate about it, and then it just kind of takes off and it kind of grows and evolves. I have a 1-year-old son, but like KC Black Owned is kind of like my first child, right? So it's like I'm raising 2 under 2. And, I mean, when we first started, the community was kind of like, Arr. But now it's whatever I need, I can call someone and I can get it for KC Black Owned. And I think that is just very, admirable. And I'm afraid that if someone else would try to do what I do, they wouldn't get the same, this might have to be edited, but like, you know, so like they'll help me, but I don't know how someone else will be helped in that way. Yeah. So I don't know if it's about my personality,
could be the
story. I don't know what it is about me. You know, favor ain't fair. You know.
Yeah. You know, I mean but I tell you, man, business is like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not okay because we talking about being entrepreneurs. It's not fair. You understand what I'm saying? It's not fair game. Unfortunately, you have to take that into consideration when you jump out into this entrepreneurial space.
Yeah.
You may not, everything ain't, my daddy used to always say, son, everything ain't for everybody. You may not get what that person got. Get on your grizzy. You got to go a little harder than this person.
Yeah.
Because what they say, what goes up must come down. That person who got the help that you didn't get, they may be on their way down. And because you didn't get it, you appreciate it more. You grind it harder, and you can sustain it because you can stand on your 10 and go, I did this way.
But I will say this, if I may interject.
Go ahead.
So whenever I used to introduce myself, I would say, you know, I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees. And I really mean that wholeheartedly. Like I left teaching to do this for all the Black entrepreneurs who have to work a 9 to 5, and then they come home and do things for their business and take care of their children and, you know, sustain a household. So what I meant by my statement was that, I'm really stepping in the gap to advocate for these businesses. And so that's why having the membership helps because, whatever KC Black Owned gets, we try to make sure that you can get that also. So like, for instance, we have Spectrum Reach, which is like marketing for, commercials around here. They reached out and offered 30 businesses with KC Black Owned to have 30-second commercial space.
Big.
So
that's huge.
Our members, they signed up, and of course they have their own vetting process, right? So those those members that signed up, 30 were chosen, and now they'll be aired throughout this month. And so those are the types of things that I mean when I say having a membership helps, because even people who were on the directory listing, you didn't want a membership, you just wanted to be on the directory. Well, I still make sure that you can have a piece of the pie as well, because it's not all about KC Black Owned.
Right.
But I do feel like the more that KC Black Owned gets out, so with billboards and other things that we have around the city, it helps out, John and I-70 podcast, because that's more visibility, that's more awareness.
And we still look, and let me say this, man, we still looking for sponsorship. So you feel what I'm saying? If you want to, because listen, trust me, believe in me. We're going to do this, man. You understand what I'm saying? I am a voice, okay? And, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm all right in this whole, talking thing and podcast. But yes, we are still looking for sponsorship. So I'm going to have to touch base with Dr. Chelsey over here and make sure, we get our thing rolling. You know what I mean? Because, we making some shit shake over here. And it's dope because throughout my life, I've always been a guy who I will repost and share anything on my social media. Mainly, I really was doing it on Facebook. You know what I mean? If you was a rapper and hell, I ain't even have to like your song, I post it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a firm believer in you never know who is watching. And I'll lend support even, and that's just me. That's just who I am. I'll lend support because even if I don't care for it that much, hey, my share may get to somebody else, that may get to somebody else, that may get to somebody else. So that's why I reached out to you, because that's my personality and how I get down. And your business model is helping others get, market and get their name out there and get their business name out there. So that's what was so intriguing to me. And
I have a business proposal for you when this is over.
Okay. That's G14 classified. We ain't gonna get that on camera because I'm saying somebody sitting in their living room who grabbed a pen and was like, nah. We ain't gonna do none of that. So now give the audience anything that is coming up in the future for KC Black Owned.
When will this be aired?
This is Thursday.
Today is Friday.
Next Thursday.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Next Thursday, what time? Oh no, because you got the
matrimony.
I was finna say matrimony. Yeah.
Okay. What do we
even just put that out there so they know that you was doing something this weekend. Talk to what you was getting ready to say. What's going on this weekend?
So this weekend, if you're seeing this, you've already missed it.
There you go.
We
they gonna film it. They gonna film it. Go back and watch it.
We like to fill the gap all over. So I was talking with a photographer here, and we noticed that there was a gap in the Black and Brown wedding market space. So we're having a event called The Matrimony for brides, grooms, to come out and connect with Black and Brown wedding vendors.
Yeah,
my wedding was all Black vendors except for the venue space.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so that's what we'll be doing this weekend. Otherwise, we have Mother's Day pop-up, Father's Day pop-up, and then even our Juneteenth jump-off, which will be June 10th.
Hey,
I definitely should tap in with that. I like to do Juneteenth jump-off before all the Juneteenth festivities because I want my own Saturday.
Is the Father's Day joint gonna be good too? Because Father's Day be like this when it compared to Mother's Day.
I try to make sure that fathers are appreciated. I grew up without my father, so I try to make sure fathers are appreciated. Especially now, my husband and I being parents for a year now.
He don't want no damn tools this year.
Nope.
He don't want no damn toolbox. You understand? Don't go get him nothing. So then you could be like, fix this.
Yeah.
We need the cabinets. No, he don't want no damn toolbox this year. Buy that man something he really want. And fellas, let them know what you really want, man, and make a stand on it, man, because this is for the men who buy their women stuff. If you a man, you ain't buying your lady nothing, that part wasn't for you. You deserve what you gonna get. Damn it, you need some tools. Because you need a trade. You know, she tired of your ass. You know what I mean? But for the good brothers out there, man, get that man something nice this year, man. He don't want no damn toolbox. He'll go get that from himself from Ace Hardware, man. Get him something nice. I just want to put that out there, man, because, you know, Father's Day, man. Shout out my daddy, man. You know what I mean? Because Father's Day, I always want to get my dog some. My mama go get him some damn barbecue meat so he can barbecue. The hell? What type of shit is that? Shout out to you, mama girl. You know I love you. I'm just saying. It's my daddy, man. I got to hold my dog down. Sorry. I mean, I get a little off track sometimes. The Hennessy starting to kick in a little bit. Okay. Okay, now give them all the social.
Yes.
How can they reach you?
You can reach us.
ChelseyBlackOwned.org. Okay.
On LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook, just KC Black, spelled correctly, owned, spelled correctly. And that's really where we are. Yeah. We're on YouTube as well. We have some YouTube clips. So I'm excited about that. We're moving and grooving. And
then last thing, where do you see KC Black owned? Like if you don't mind giving just a soft vision, but where do you see KC Black owned? Because if you're on the right path, hell, you want to keep going where it's going. Yeah,
we're scaling. But right now we are just focused on helping many more Black entrepreneurs at this time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily looking for a space. We just really want to, freshen up some of these Black entrepreneurs, their websites, get them some better marketing strategies. The branding might need to be altered. That's our focus right now, really, is just helping these entrepreneurs and connecting them so that they can, be in brick and mortar spaces. So we're kind of doing a lot of behind the scenes work.
I like that.
So in the beginning, it was kind of like we're out here, just to grab everybody in. Now we're in the back and putting the businesses in the forefront.
Okay. And man, listen, it was an honor to have this queen in the building. I told and it wasn't a better way for me to start out season 2, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
Because I started hitting these women up before I even did my last episode of season 1. We took that break. I went on vacation. She'll tell you, I hit her up a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was like, my hair not done.
Yeah. I hit her up a few weeks ago. Made sure that, I could get her at the perfect time because, I grew up in a house full of, women. I have 3 big sisters. I'm the baby of the family. I have 3 big sisters. Grew up in a house, also my mother and my grandmother. And it's important to me. And all the women was hitting me up too. When you gonna get the females on? But I wanted it to be some substance, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want to, because one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to get women in here and divide and talk about the regurgitated topics that I hear all the time. No disrespect to other podcasts, but that's not me. I love women. You feel what I'm saying? I want us to do this, rather than talk about all the bad that's going on, damn all that. But,
yeah,
that it was a big deal for me. But for me, man, like I said in the beginning, man, I just want to thank all the supporters, anybody who's ever liked, subscribed, shared, commented. Once again, I will not leave out the haters. My skin thick, my boy, and my girl. I don't care about none of that. You feel what I'm saying? It don't bother me no kind of way. I welcome it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know that come with what I'm trying to do. And for any entrepreneur out there, if you are doing something unorthodox and you're not, because ain't nobody gonna hate on nobody working on 9 to 5, because that's the norm. But when you jump out on faith, man, you're going, be ready for the negativity. It is coming. You cannot dodge it. It's coming. They're going to say horrible things about you in the comment section. I had a dude tell me, oh, he weak. Boy, see, Hennessy in me. Hey, listen. But it's come with it, man. A lot of people will get discouraged. And I'm saying all this to say because a lot of people will get discouraged and won't follow their heart and follow their goals because of what the outside world is going to say. And I pray that y'all find enough confidence to believe in yourself. Because, that's what all this is about. Believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody going to believe in you. Mm-hmm. And you will be surprised. This woman can attest to this. You will be surprised something can become when you believe in yourself and ignore the outside noise. We are powerful human beings. You could do anything you want in this world when you believe in yourself. Because John confident as hell. And, I'll humbly say, I don't think none of y'all niggas fucking with me. I just feel like I just. But look, I ain't afraid of y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come sit down with me, man. You want to have this energy is this me all the time, man. If you pulled up on me at the red light, I'm in there singing some James Brown. You know what I mean? This is me all the time, 24/7. So, once again, man, I just want to thank y'all for joining us for another episode, season 2. This episode 13, and next episode, we're going to have some more fun. We got some more black queens in here talking about business. I can't really expose who's going to be in the building, but it's going to be fun. They got their own space. It's a business model that I've never really seen, but it's about fitness. Let me just get y'all that. It's about fitness. You know what I mean? For sure. It's about fitness, but they got their own little space and it's dope. And I can't wait for the next episode. Dr. Chelsey, I want to thank you.
Thank you
for coming to sit down with me. This has been a blast. I'm definitely finna get on this it's finna be a beautiful weekend. I'm finna get on this food, food directory. And a lot of y'all food entrepreneurs, man, hit your boy, man. Come sit down, man. It's not that I just want a plate. I want a plate when you come. Don't come without a plate. We're gonna lock the damn door. You don't show up with some aluminum foil wrapped around a plate. My boy, my lady, you will not. I'm just playing. Come holler at your boy, man. But once again, we want to thank y'all for joining us, and we out.